Welcome and karibuni to Mentality, the Man's Show. Today's topic is hair and makeup. Should a man have any say in how his woman dresses and puts on makeup, puts on that weave? Does he have a say? My name is Ian Bohua, and I'm your host, together with my co-hosts, Edward Quach
and Pastor S.
and Pastor S.
Hello.
Let's go straight to the streets and see what men have to think.
Women should be left to dress the way they want. As long as at the end of the day, woman is smart. That is what is more important. And in fact, we should be able to appreciate whether they're in short or long. What matters is they're smart and you're happy with them.
Men should not dictate, but a woman should have her own discipline to wear her own better clothes for other people, which will represent her well.
Very clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find it kind of like a catch-22 there, because the paradox is when you see a woman and you meet her for the first time and you're attracted to her, she's not, I'm not sure about you, but for most of us, she's not wearing a frock. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there she is, she's got some figure-hugging stuff, and you're like, wow, absolutely looks fantastic. That gives me an uprising, okay? But then now, once you've acquired that particular position, yeah, what we tend to do is like, hey, you know what, now you'll dress for me because as much as I want people to appreciate, I don't want them to appreciate too much. So then it becomes a total Mussolini dictatorship. It should be 100% that, you know what, in fact, after that, ideally, I'd want it to be wearing a frock.
Yeah. So you want to say, if I don't like that, throw it away?
Yes.
It is very tricky.
Yes.
Because you probably, like you said, you were attracted to her because of the way she dressed.
Exactly.
Now you've married her.
Yes.
Does she continue dressing like that?
Yes.
Will you accept her the way she,
No. No. Huh?
You know what I think? Yes, we are visual. So the first impression we get through what we see.
Yeah.
But it would be too shallow for a man to stop at that and get convinced by that, Quach. If that's all you see and you make a decision, there isn't much depth to that, because a woman is much more than looks. Yes, I agree, the looks are important. When we get into this relationship, I need to have some say, some opinion in terms of how you look and what you dress. But I would definitely not be a dictator, because at that point, your fixation is how the woman looks like. There's more to a woman than looks.
No, what we're saying is, you first saw her, you first noticed her because of the way she was dressed.
Yes.
And then that made you look at her and want to go and talk to her.
Yes.
Then afterwards, you got to know her well enough.
Yes.
But don't you think,
the first
Ian,
attraction.
Don't you think, Ian, I agree. Don't you think some men get attracted to a woman, in a weave and other things, and then later change the standards and say, I don't like that?
Well, some men,
me,
weaves, I hate weaves with a passion. I hate weaves.
Let's be honest.
Quach, there might be some dress that you saw this woman wearing,
Yes.
and that attracted you.
Yes.
And now that she's yours,
Yes.
you of course say, now let's throw that dress.
Yes.
Don't you think that's double standard?
No.
What attracted you now
Not.
doesn't attract you anymore.
Not at all.
You confuse this woman.
Not
she
at
doesn't
all.
know.
No, it still attracts me.
Yeah.
And the point is, I want it to attract me only.
But okay, she's going to dress like that only at home.
Yeah, no. Yeah, by the way, that would be absolutely nice.
No, you're not the only audience for that woman. She's not a slave. She's not caged in your house.
Right.
She has other people out there
Right.
to play to.
Right.
Not in the way that she's playing to you, but in other ways.
She's
in the world.
That is now the question, and that's the question that we ask ourselves as men. Okay, you want to look attractive. Yeah? And attractive and sexy, that's where we have, that's the thin line that we do not ever want to cross once you're with us. Because if you want to look attractive, of course you want people to compliment your dress sense. But then when it starts verging on sexy, when I met you because you looked sexy, who are you looking sexy for?
For you.
So why did you get attracted to a woman?
Stop dressing sexy.
Why are you attracted to a woman who looks sexy, and after that you don't want her to look sexy?
No, because
what
now I have her.
attracted you is also attracting her to other people.
Those are the people, those are the
by
men,
the way,
that's the issue.
if a woman is dressed in a way just to attract you,
Yes.
sexy in a way to
Yes.
attract you,
Yes.
you can tell what her character is.
Yes. Really?
So, in my opinion, I
Yes.
wouldn't run for that woman who is dressing sexily to attract any man out there. I would question her morals and where she's going.
Pastor Samuel, me and you have got to hang a bit.
I mean, I want an attractive woman.
Right.
But Kwash, just to support you
Yes.
briefly again,
Yes.
to
Yes.
be nice to you.
Yes.
I think I need to have a say.
Right.
I mean, some of the things some women, come to bed in,
Yes.
they're supposed to be burnt the following morning.
The stalking.
They should never be
The
used.
stalking.
There's some women who take you for granted. Now that you're in a relationship or you're married, they now take you for granted. That should never happen.
Right.
So to that degree, I agree with
Right.
you. And of course, some other kinds of clothes that you look at them and say, this belong to Victorian times
yes,
or
yes.
other times. Let's not do that.
Yes.
But talk about it. I wouldn't agree with you in terms of dictatorship. You actually dictate to this woman. Yes. She has brains. Yes. She knows what's sometimes good for her, better than you know, or you'll ever have an idea. Yes. And it would be more of a discussion than a dictatorial approach.
Okay, you see now, that is the dress sense, okay? There's makeup that she can put on.
Yeah.
Fine. She's dressed conservatively, fine. She's attractive. But she's got the makeup that basically you look at her and you're like, wow, Koinange, here we come. And then she's got the hair. And there's a fascination that our women have now. And I remember seeing an article the other day that our mothers, if they wanted that straight, long hair, unashukua pasi, unaichoma, it becomes straight.
Yes,
but
straight.
now we have gone Indian and we've got Chinese. And of course it looks attractive until you have to smell it in the morning. Okay? So I think it's important that then is when we say, listen, Miss Madam, tafadhali, not in this house.
Yeah.
So should a man, if he sees his woman dressed in a way that he doesn't like, should he have a say?
And I think it should be totally and absolutely and without bias and prejudice. Yes, please, ma'am, and I'm asking you nicely, before I get to a state of telling you.
But what does she do? Does she show you the dress that she's going to wear today before you leave? Before you leave?
Are you the one to...
Alternatively, depending on the state of the economy in the wallet, yeah? We can say now this is before we met, and this is during courtship. All the short and, the cleavage and all that stuff, fantastic. Now, let's go to mama daycare, okay? And then you buy the frocks and everything else, and then this will now be your wardrobe, okay? So that we know. Because
so
a lot of women...
You're basically in charge of...
Because I know a lot of women. I know a lot of women who, of course, they will leave the house dressed in the conservative, okay, to get your approval. But then as soon as she hits the street, either change in the car or go to Sister Joyce's house, okay, and then she will look like, wow. And in fact, you'll probably do a double take when you walk past her on the street. That looks like...
But look, here's the scenario, Coach. You have said that once you get married to her, you want her to wear a frock.
Yes.
Now, you're going to go out with her to a dinner.
Yes.
A dinner party.
Yep.
She's wearing a frock.
Yep.
And then there's this beautiful girl wearing the same kind of dressing that she used to wear.
Yes.
And you will turn and look at this.
That's the thing. Because our fear...
Now,
and
why are you leaving the one with the frock, and you're looking at the one who's looking beautiful, and you don't want her to be the one that you're looking at?
Before you answer,
there's the
I'll tell
answer.
you something so that you answer together.
You're going to make me feel bad about this, aren't you?
What I feel you're doing is like you're saying this woman cannot take care of herself. So I have to take care of her, I have to cover her up, because she's going to be tempted out there to go with another
You're
man.
insecure.
Why have you gotten yourself such a
You're
weak
insecure.
woman?
It is insecurities, one. And then number two, pastors, what we do, all right, is that a lot of us will go out there, and when we're looking at this other woman who's dressed sexily, we're picturing that woman naked. And like Ian said, there I'll be with the better half.
Yeah.
Who's in a frock?
And she's in a frock. The other chick will all look at her. Why? Because we're not Giorgio Armani. We're not looking at the thread count and we're like, hey, I would like to play some tennis with her.
Now, when your wife asks you, you refuse me to dress like that, and you're looking at her, what will you tell her?
It's for that same exact reason that I don't want you to dress like that.
So
because otherwise, all these other guys will be looking at you.
For women, they're just in the shop. You look at them, you get excited about them, but once you have them, you tell them, you're all mine right now.
Yes.
Let's forget about this thing. But I have the right to go out there and look at other women.
Yes, and then
Because
the right.
I believe if you're a real man and you've gotten yourself this woman, concentrate on your woman.
Yeah.
Drink your own wine.
Wouldn't you?
Why are you going around?
Wouldn't you
looking
like other people to look at her and say, that is one lucky man? Seriously?
Never, ever. Those other men, what?
So you
The
want
vultures.
other men to look at her and say, my goodness, couldn't Quach do any better?
No. They'll see that, what, this one is, yes, a beautiful
How are they
lady,
seeing
but
anything
then
when she's wearing a frock?
That's the thing. She just look at her face because, she has got the best face in the world. But then, everything else, hell no. Because then that man will be looking.
We'll
those
take a
men
break.
will be looking.
And then we'll have a lady come in and share her views.
Yeah.
Don't go away. Welcome back to Mentality. Should a man have any say in how a woman dresses or puts on makeup, etc.? That's what we're discussing. We've had the man's view. Let's hit the streets and see what the girls have to say about this.
No, because simply they don't own their women, so you shouldn't control me on how I'm supposed to wear, because this is me, it's my life.
No, you should not. Because that's you, so you wear the things you want to wear, you feel like you look good. They should not, because everyone has his taste and his fashion to wear or not. In my opinion, I think they shouldn't do it, because as long as you dress smartly and in kind of like, you are smartly dressed, yeah, and you know how you dress, it shouldn't be like you're showing your cleavage and everything, or those micro mini. There's a way you should dress. Everyone has their dress code and it should be respected.
Wow, they're adamant.
Fida.
Clearly. We're joined in the studio by McKenna, who is an actress and doubles in PR and marketing. Welcome, McKenna.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're looking very lovely.
Thank you.
So the question is,
not sexy.
that's what I was going to ask. Do you think she's dressed sexy?
Not sexy in your
She looks very lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, McKenna, should a man have any say in how you do your hair, put on your makeup, what kind of clothes you wear?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for thinking I look lovely. I still think I look sexy.
Yes.
So, no offense. Yeah, I think I look sexy.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think a man should tell me what I should wear, because I think I know what I should wear, and a man really does not know what women should wear.
Really?
There's no knowledge. Men don't have knowledge of what women should wear. Trust.
Oh, I beg to differ.
They just like what they see from what we've decided to wear, right?
Aha. But the question, then this is the question, Pierre.
Yeah.
And why are you wearing that?
Exactly.
Why are you wearing that?
Because I
Who
want
do
to
you dress
look
for?
sexy.
Are you dressing? Were you really dressing
listen.
for yourself? Or
No.
were you dressing
Yeah,
for...
first for my own ego. 2,
Yes.
to impress a man.
Yes.
3, to make other women look at me and go like, wow, she looks nice.
Aha.
So I don't only dress up for men.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what about the T-shirt and the whatever?
Yes.
When you're in the house, the T-shirt and the stocking on the head, you're dressing that for yourself or what?
I'm trying to keep my hair in shape.
Yes.
First, I don't wear the stockings anyway, to be honest with you.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't.
yes.
But
Yes.
in any circumstance, should I need to wear it?
Right.
Let's say I need to work in the morning and I've gone to the salon,
Yes.
I got my hair permed and whatever, and I need to have it like that in the morning.
Right.
If I need to wear that stockings,
Right.
then I'll wear it.
Right.
Nobody's gonna stop me. And if you don't think I'm sexy looking like that, then I'm sorry, I can't help. But in the morning, I'll look different, I'll look nice.
No, but you see, I think I see where Ian is coming, and he finds it a bit weird. For example, do you possess short skirts
Enough?
enough?
Yeah.
And sexy heels. I love your shoes. I don't know if
Of
you can see the
course.
shoes. I mean, they're fantastic.
Thank you.
But those 6-7 inch heels.
Five,
Do you
four and
find
a
them?
half.
Do you actually find them comfortable?
Yeah, they're quite comfortable.
And when you wear the mini skirt and then you go to freezer temperatures, I mean in Carnival, then there your baridis, you're boring past the S's jacket because it's hitting on you. I mean, do you
Hold up.
find that?
The fact that he's hitting on me is enough. Trust me, I won't be
Hence
cold.
my foot.
I'll have
Hence my
achieved
point.
what I
And your
want. For
point
me
is
to wear,
once-
hold up, for me to wear that mini skirt and my 6 inch, I was looking for something, for somebody to notice me and compliment me.
So you are
and
not
once I get
dressing
that, that's
for
enough.
yourself. You're dressing for him.
But
So
once he
you-
compliments me, then I feel good about it, and I'm fine.
Okay.
So you're actually agreeing the man
Should
it's
have a
really
say.
about the man, because you're dressed in such a way that this man will come towards you and talk to you. So you should care about what the man thinks is
Well, yes, I really care about what he says. But if the same man comes and tells me, lady, don't wear short skirts, wear your trousers or whatever, I don't think that makes sense, and he still hit on me when I was
All right,
wearing my
hold
short
on.
McKenna,
skirt.
let's push it a little further as you come in.
Yeah.
Let's push it a little further. It's not just a random guy who comes to you. There's someone you get into a relationship with.
Yes.
This is a relationship.
Let's say my
You're
boyfriend.
dating now, maybe your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he begins to tell you, sweetie, I don't like that dress.
Huh.
I don't like the way it looks. I just have something against it. Do you care enough for this guy for you to change your dress code because of him?
Well, first and foremost, it depends if I'm comfortable with it. If I'm really feeling comfortable, let's say I'm rocking that small dress, I got my cleavage out, I'm looking really nice, and he tells me he doesn't like that, I look at where he's coming from. Maybe we're going for an official, maybe cocktail party or something. I look at it. But if it's something we're going for a hangout and he's telling me that because he thinks his friends
Yes.
hit on me,
Yes.
oh, hell no, I'm going to rock it.
So Kwach, what you're saying, this doesn't work for you.
Nope.
For you, you're saying once you get her in a relationship,
That's
you
it.
dictate how she
It's
dresses.
whether it's cocktail or we're going to the Roomba,
Yeah.
she'll dress my way.
Oh, goodness, no, that's wrong.
McKenna,
Let me tell you, I would
very
never do
wonderful.
that. I'm really sorry.
Yes.
Because when you met me dressed my own way.
Yes.
For all I know, when you're in the club, you'll be checking out chicks who dress the way I used to dress that time.
That's fine, baby. I'm just looking at them, but I'm with you. Listen, but McKenna, now what if I do explain to you? What if I explain to you? Pierre, the reason why I do this, sweetie, is because, I love you, right?
Yeah.
And, I just want, because we are now together, and you know how I feel, I'm very, protective of you. I don't want other men, looking at you that way.
Would you buy that?
Baby, would you mind?
No. I won't
Sweetie,
buy that.
please?
Let me tell you what.
Yes.
I'll tell you I love you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what other men think
But
about
I
me.
can go and hang.
No. I don't care what they think. I'm sexy. I'm whatever. I am with you. Period. So if I look sexy, I'm still with you. If I dress in my shorts, hot pants, I'm with you. So let them look. They won't get it.
McKenna, let me ask you a question. Why people get into relationships is because they respect each other and there's something they're working out. Don't you think it's too basic to begin a fight in a relationship because of dress?
Yes.
And because of dress code.
Yeah, that's
Don't you think with this man being a person you have agreed to work with in relationship, you would care enough to say, if you don't like this, I don't want to hurt your feelings right now. I understand where you're coming from. I'm comfortable in it, but let me submit to what you will. Because at some point, you're also going to tell him, you know what, dear, I don't like when you hang out with that other person, when you do the other person thing, when you wear this kind of jeans. It really doesn't do it for me. So it's a two-way thing. You're working out something together. If he has a strong opinion about something, I think you should care enough to know what you are doing.
True. I agree with you, Pastor. Like, totally.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have a but. First, if he has a very good reason as to why I should not wear whatever I'm comfortable in and whatever I want to wear, if he has a very, very good reason, then maybe I'll think about it. But if it's, the way it's making sense, it's not making sense. He's just saying it for the sake of, for me to be submissive or whatever it is.
Or if he just says, I don't like your wig. I don't like your
Oh, my weave. Now, there we'll have a problem.
Why?
First, I'm not rocking a weave.
Yes.
But if I want to wear a weave,
Yes.
I will wear it. Because I know I look good. If I look good in a weave,
What if he
I'll wear
doesn't
it.
like it?
Yes.
I mean, sorry to say, but let him go hang.
Yes.
It's a weave. Some weaves, by the way, cost a lot of money. For us to go and invest on some weaves,
Yes.
they are very expensive.
And not
and
the
for me
passion.
to wear it,
Not
I
the
do
passion,
agree. I do
gentlemen.
agree.
Yes.
But 99% of the weaves we see in town,
Yes.
terrible.
Yes.
that's because they don't know how to put them.
Thank you. So
But if you put a weave very well, look at Beyonce, she rocks weaves every time. And all of you are always looking at her.
Pierra,
It's
please.
true.
Let
She
us
wears...
not, let us not compare Beyonce's, I'm told, costs like $90,000.
Exactly, some Kenyans
Yep.
wear that.
With that one of 250 shillings that we buy, the
Listen
recycled
here.
one. Because I have to sleep with you, darling.
Then go sleep with Beyonce then.
No, but I can't
If that's
find
what
that.
I can afford, that's what I can afford.
Good for you, man.
Let me tell you. Exactly. So stick with me. If you
Yes.
can't get her, stick
Yes.
with me the
Yes.
250 weaves
Yes.
that I have.
No, but the problem is we don't know how to take care of those weaves. You guys don't wash the weaves.
Who says?
And
Who
then
have you
when
been
they
hanging
spray
out with?
something, it's like, I think it's
generalizing. It's not
something.
you,
No,
McKenna.
no, it's not me. But let me tell you, it's because you men are,
Yes.
you're too much nowadays. I don't like weaves. I don't like to see chicks in weaves.
Yes.
But when you go to the streets, the chick will make your head turn. Is that chick with that long, nice weave?
If it is done nicely, and that's 1%.
So the thing is, you don't like weave, Ama, you don't like the way the weave is put.
Nope.
Don't like it.
would-
Really, I
You
don't
just
like
don't
it.
like
know-
the weave,
Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
Wait.
This is a general consensus on weaves. Okay, they're good from far,
But far from good.
but far from good. Because also when you get up close and candid, and
Yeah.
she's got the weave, you know you want to run, past this, you want to run your fingers through her hair. There are many bumps. Because, you know, where the weave lines.
So your work is to concentrate on the weaves, Ama, to do your thing. Wait, let me ask you a question. Anyway. Let me ask you, there are people who wear wigs.
like this one,
Yeah?
yes.
There are people who wear wigs,
I
not the
prefer
wigs.
the wigs. Yeah.
The wigs, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's really nice, it's hot, it's long.
Wig
and-
is different.
No, hold up.
Yes.
We get home, you're all psyched up, you like me and all that.
Yes.
We fika home, because, you know, I can't rock my wig when we are
And we're what?
when we are married and
Yes.
doing our thing.
Yes.
So, and I remove my wig. Does that mean nothing will go down? I mean,
Let me ask
nothing will
you-
happen.
Yes.
Let me ask you, McKenna.
Yes.
A good question here. I think the question here is, should we have a right? Because we're visual, we're not like you. For you, you're wearing this for comfort. You're wearing this to look good. But we are the audience. Men are visual, much more visual, of course, naturally, than women. It's what they see that gives them the first impression. It shouldn't be the last first impression. This is what I am saying. I think if you love me and we're in a relationship together and I don't like the way something looks, I think it should be good enough to say, you know, I'll give it up for the sake of you.
Absolutely.
Because I'm more visual and what I see every day determines what I feel about this relationship. Does that make
So
sense?
if I asked you, really, I don't like the way you dress in your suits when you're going to preach. I like it when you wear your jeans and shirt.
Skinny
It makes
jeans.
You, skinny jeans. It makes you look nice. Will you stop wearing your suits and stuff?
Of course, they're given
Or
us
is it,
to be
or because
logical.
chicks
it's not
normally look at
just-
Pastor Mbedi, they're like, he looks very nice wearing suits. And they are eyeing you and all that, and I come and tell you, please don't wear the suits.
No,
Will you
that's
stop
not the
wearing
reason. I don't wear it for those others, especially when you have the audience of one who is your wife
if she
or
tells
the
you
person
that,
in
will
a
you stop?
relationship. It's not that drastic. I don't like your example because it's very drastic.
No, it's the same thing. It's
If
the
it's
same
just
thing
a
with us.
hairstyle, if it's just a shirt, if it's just something else, then I'll do it for her because I love her. I'll say, I know you don't like this, I actually like it, but for your sake, I will give it up
I don't
and
think
take
so.
something.
But let me tell you something I'm very sure about.
Yes.
Right now, I'm not married. I dress the way I want. I wear my shorts, I wear my whatever, I rock my 6-inch, I wear my weave. Once I get married, I'm very sure I'll still be the same.
Really?
Really?
Yes. I will still rock my shorts.
Because-
and I'm telling you, people will be looking at that married woman and they still want to be with her.
Yeah,
but
because-
I know
So
I'll
what
be
will
taken.
happen if the man you marry decides, now we're married, I want you to tone it down? What will you do?
Why would I do that? I still want to look cute. I still want to look nice. I still want to look hot.
For who?
For who?
For everybody else, anybody who's looking at me.
Who is
let me
the most important person
why?
there?
If he doesn't like me looking good, then that's weird.
No, but I already know you look good.
No, keep knowing and let other people know that you have a
Why?
wife who looks good.
No. You
Because
That's where the difference is.
No,
The
listen.
looking good and the looking sexy.
Why would you
yes,
want me
exactly.
to look?
No,
Why would you want me to look funny just
McKenna,
because
let
you
me ask
married
you a
me?
question.
No.
All right, so we're dating now, it's ready. We want to join the Fellowship of the Rings. So we've got to go to the next level. It's time to meet the folks. Will you dress like that?
Why? Hell, I wouldn't do that. Why would I go to see your folks in a short skirt?
So you're not dressing?
Why not?
No,
You're
but I
dressing
know
for
if I'm
yourself.
going
Dressing for
with you, no. I'll dress in my nice skinny jeans. I'll
Would you
wear
dress
a
like
boyfriend jacket. I'll look really hot.
Like
to go see
this?
you. Yeah, I can go see your parents like this, looking like this. I look nice. I look lovely, not sexy. So that's fine. But if I'm going to meet your friends, your hot friends, I will come
Pastor S is
looking.
an Ian. Ian.
Listen, I'll come looking very hot. Your friends
These are
will
my
be
hot
left
friends.
saying,
Yes.
dude, you got a fine wife.
Yes.
And if I'm going to see your pastor and your other saved people,
Yes.
I'm gonna dress in a very nice flowing dress. I rock my belt.
So
Very
the
small.
audience
Watch in the same sentence.
I know, that's weird.
Wow.
But you get where I'm coming from, yeah?
So your audience actually determines how you dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know your primary audience in a relationship is your man.
Yes.
Number one.
Let me tell you something. I have sat with men before who discuss chicks. You know, did you see that chick's legs? Did you see her thighs? Did you see? I mean, I want to be the one to be told that. Did you see Kwachi's wife
see,
in the
that's the
in the?
You
I
like
want
to
to
be
be like
That's why it is
that.
important
Yes,
to be
that makes me
dictatorial.
feel good.
I told you. McKenna, all the other men, like you said.
Hang on. We're coming to the end.
Yes.
This will be your last remark.
If you are dating a chick, remember, there will not be a next time if there was no first time. And then the rest of the people, the rest of the guys out there, they'll be looking at her and say, wow, that one can really be an acrobat. They're picturing your woman naked, man. You must have a say in how she dresses and the makeup and the hair that she has.
Thank you, Kwach.
What I would say, relationships are about understanding. You need to understand each other, talk about issues, including the way a woman looks. And once you get to a good place, respect each other and their opinion.
Thank you, Pastor. McKenna.
Please, don't try to change me. Love me the way I am. If I have my wig, my weave, my nice haircut, love me the way I am. If I'm comfortable like that, please love me the way I am. Don't try to change me. I'll submit. I'll be nice to you, but don't push it.
Thank you. Men, you need to advise the women on what you like. But ultimately, the decision will be up to the woman. You've been watching Mentality from us all. Kwaherini.